Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Gemini for February 2023. So Gemini, sorry, this isn't straight. Gemini, we are in the sign of Aquarius. So it's your fellow air sign. The element obviously is air. And you are in your 9th house, which is the house of far horizons. It's all about looking, projecting forward to maybe the middle of the year where you want to have a holiday, where you want to plan things like that, or study plans, higher learning. It's a seeking house. So it's all about when we, sort of are prompted to go, I'll go to Europe in June, I'll travel, I'll learn something, I'll learn a foreign language. All that kind of stuff will be important to you in this next 4 weeks. So I've already shuffled them, believe it or not. So the energy around is karma, justice for your reading for this next 4 weeks. Dear Gemini, so let's see with what karmic events, what karmic business is going to befall you at this time. So everything will be quite set and have a strong meaning for you, Gemini. And those that you have karma with. Okay, where you are right now, you have strength, self-awareness, Gemini, being aware of yourself in the group, being aware of how others might feel, especially with karma attached as the energy. It's all about, just that self-awareness of how we might think we're being funny, other people mightn't think it's funny, or other, how we sort of testing our self-awareness basically in the group, at the workplace, wherever, but just looking at that and then seeing where there are issues or glitches with people, especially karmic ones where, they kind of don't laugh at your jokes, but then it's time for you to kind of maybe pull it back a bit and go, well, actually, I thought it was funny, but they don't. It's that kind of energy anyway. It's all about strength. It's all about being self-aware and looking at others too, and in our society. And there are so many people I've noticed really these days post the pandemic that they just aren't self-aware. It's just all about them. So let's see the influence that is influencing the strength card and indeed the reading. And we have that Knight of Wands, so things really gearing up this month. And funnily enough, Knight of Wands is a big travel card. So this is you projecting forward, right? I'm going to start saving for that trip in June, July, August. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Really getting your skates on, getting things happening, making action happen for yourself, and maybe also study anything that you sort of seek to want to improve yourself, and far horizons coming in there, but very much a travel card and getting into gear. Like, this is a fast lane traveling card, so it's like get on with it, and that will really help for you, Geminis. You're always up for getting on with things. Okay, so let's look at December, January, and we had the Hanging Man. So just going with the flow, waiting for an outcome. But this, moreover, this card really speaks to me as the card for learning patience and, having a goal, but not sort of trying to train yourself into not expecting an immediate outcome, just waiting for the time to be right for that outcome to come to fruition, if you know what I mean. So it's a big patience testing card in my mind. So just going with the flow, waiting for the outcome to arrive, not expecting it to. And in essence, learning patience, as I said. Recent influences. And we have the 8 of Coins, so this is the study card. It's the Master's Apprentice card. It's what you might like to add value to your career, to what you're doing. You may even want to change career. Maybe you're projecting a year into the future. This time next year I want to be able to be studying this, or I'll study this year, and then next year I'll be able to do A, B, C, D, whatever I want to do. But it's definitely the card of adding value to what you already have. and sort of having that seeking ability to see, I need to, in order to get where I want to go, career-wise, I need to do this bit of study, you know, and do something different to, you know, enhance my opportunities. Beautiful card, 8 of coins, you can't go past it, but it does show that you will be financially rewarded for whatever energy you do put into that kind of thing in your life at the moment, Gemini. Okay, let's have a look at the lesson. And we have strong, independent female energy here with the 9 of coins, getting on with things, being almost, it's a completion card, so things coming to a full circle, feeling quite good with where you're going, having completed stuff. But then again, with completion, we need to sort of then gear up for what comes next after that's achieved. Very much strong female energy card. Can be strong male energy as well. It can swap in. It's fluid here, like don't take it literally at all. Okay, near future we have the Fool, so new beginnings, new adventures coming into play, very much starting a new project, you know, just starting again. It's fantastic. It's like a new book, not a new chapter, it's a whole new book. So this is what you've got coming in the future. So obviously, you know, these plans will come to fruition for you, Gemini, and more than anyone else in the zodiac, you are the people that make things happen. The communicators. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's happening that you're not realizing. And we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is the control freak, basically. But the control freak gets where he wants to go by being a control freak. So he ticks all the boxes. He does the discipline. He does the strategy. He can be a bit of a pain in terms of, you know, he's the top dog, really. So there may be a control freakery about you somehow, or about this male person in your life who you might feel like my boss or your partner, and you think, oh, I think he's a bit controlling. We'll have a look at that and just examine that, because it can be for positive and negative, but here we like positive. But yeah, there is an element of the control freakery about this chap, whoever he is to you. In the situation, it might be work, it might be romance, you know what it is, Gemini, so apply it to your own personal situation. Big card though. And it's a big card to sort of say, to get where you want to go, you've got to sort of do the time. You have to literally put in a lot of effort, because the Emperor only gets to be like that because of pure bloody effort. Okay, there he is. Let's see how others see you. And we have the King of Coins. So another male, strong male icon, very stable, very much a person that you would go to. This can be fluid as well, male, female, very much a person who just, you know, has everything sorted, got there by the long way round, didn't take a shortcut. What he says is gospel. He speaks the truth. He's not a manipulator. He's just a very stable sort of person. So whoever this is in your midst, this is how they see you, or this is, you know, there's something about this, the characteristics of this person that people see in you. Very stable and honest. Okay, let's have a look at positive feelings. And we have the King of Wands. So travelling, this is the travelling king. You might be travelling, someone might be travelling to see you. It's very much leadership, you know, a very strong leadership male sort of icon. Once again, we can transfer it over to female icon, but usually it comes across as the male icon for a reason. Yeah, just leadership, getting things done, doing really well. Can come off as an arrogant sort of a person. So you've got a few male icons in here, Gemini, this 4 weeks. So very karmic, I would suggest, to these people, why they have all showed up. They're all male. We've only got this strong male, female here, but the rest of them are male. So think long and hard about the karma you have with these people. Especially this one, Gemini. I'm thinking of one particular dear friend of mine who has a Leo male in her midst. Yeah, think about that and the positive feelings that that brings and the karmic connection you have with that person, Diane Smith. Thank you. Okay. Final outcome. And we have the Tower. So things really changing, big changes coming up ahead. Literally bulldozing one old decrepit building down because it's beyond repair, and in its place on the valuable land that it sits on, you build a whole new tower. So it's literally, it's what I call bin night. It's just literally throwing all the contents of the fridge out because the use-by date's gone. It doesn't work for you anymore, so change it. Big changes afoot. It's usually to do with a building or a structure as well, Gemini. So just think on that. Anything that really is outdated, a structure, a way of thinking, a way of doing, it needs to be gone so you can build something new. So I hope that resonates with you. I'm sure it will, one way or the other. Now let's just have a look at your message quickly. Oh, beautiful. Dharma. Dharma can only be learnt by direct experience. It educates the heart and liberates the mind. Dharma, or divine wisdom, is heart, mind and mind system of learning. With your heart open, you can be aware of the universal truths amidst your struggle and suffering. It gives you the power to turn experiences around, knowing that there is a purpose to your life that is gently unfolding. And funnily enough, Dharma and karma go together. Wisdom and, karma is karma, isn't it? So thank you very much for listening, Gemini. I wish you a happy 4 weeks.